Okay. Are we recording? Looks like we are recording. Oh, hello YouTube. This is insert name here. I'll be honest, I've kind of forgotten what my name is. What is it? Oh, it is NZ Noob Gamer. Yeah, it's been a while since I've uploaded and even recorded. In fact, this is the first recording I've done on my new Xbox One S that I got a few weeks ago. Nothing was wrong with my old Xbox, it's just that my brother was moving and he was getting a new place. He was moving with some things from work, and well, he wanted an Xbox and my Fallout 4 game. I'm not joking too, he took it the other day. It's alright though. But why should I? It's freaking pissed me off too, because I happen to love that game too. I may not play it as often as I used to, but I started playing again recently. Well, by recent I mean a month. Anyway, enough about all that. We are here in Doom 2016, and when I saw the trailer for Doom Eternal the other day, I thought to myself, you know what? I should finally do a Snapmap map or see what it's all about. And so I made me a map. This is the map. And, well, not this area. I'm facing this way because there's a few secrets in the map that I didn't want to show anybody. It's not yet. Anyway. Yeah. How about this? We'll play the map. I'm starting, it's not 100% finished. It's mostly finished, of course, so I've mostly got all the demon encounters and shit done. And I had to rework some of the door mechanics, mainly due to the fact that, for some reason, I screwed up a few things, so I had to rework something here, rework something there, and, well, yeah, I got tired. It's been a few days since I've actually done anything with the map. I got kind of bored with it after a few days. And take note, this is the first time I ever built a goddamn map. Ever. Yep. Yeah, the first 2 or 3 days was mainly building the area. The next day or so, I think it was only a day after. When did I start building this map? Last week sometime, Wednesday maybe? Anyway, the last time I just started adding a little small details to the area, tweaking a few things, adding a few more monsters. And hold on, let me just turn down the music. Yeah, music. Oh wait. Music. Get back. Okay, yeah, I spent the... Anyway. Yeah, this is the starting area. I was thinking about changing this last bit here. This bit here for something else, but... Door's locked. You know what? I'm not going to describe everything. I'm just going to play. Oh shit, I think I fucked up already. Yeah, I think I fucked up already. Hold on a sec, let's see. Between the Snapmap editor. Fucked up already. Shit, how the hell could I have fucked that up? Oh, it's probably because I deleted that thing or moved it. I think I might have actually deleted it. Okay. On spawn. Spawn encounter. Yeah. Maybe it's because I talked too long. Talking too long. Okay, how about this? We go straight into it. We'll just play the map and you'll hear me play. Mostly. God, it's been a while since I've recorded. I've actually only recorded a little bit of 2 other games that's on this current hard drive. And I'll be honest, I might start those 2 games again. Because I think it's been almost a month since I recorded those. You know, I had, recording, I burnt out. Essentially. I mean, too much work for too little game. I burnt myself out. It was, doing a series on Call of Duty Black Ops. But I haven't even started uploading it. do this again. What the fuck? Zombies were supposed to be. I'm not fucking joking. This is on my spawn. Oh, Jesus. That's what the thing was. That's what you saw was. I had it connected to the guy I'm playing is. It says on spawn. Start spawn encounter. See. Yeah. That's me. On spawn. All the way over here. Spawn encounter. Demon encounter. Greek demon encounter. On encounter finish. Spawns the next thing that unlocks the next area. Let's see. Nah, it has to be a worker. You gotta do it slowly, work the thing into it. Oh, that's the background effects. Here. Let's just change the audio settings again. Audio, turn the master volume. Turn the master volume down to 50%. Got one, it's only audio. Ah, boy, oh boy. Yeah, it's the background music sound that will play the entire time. When I first did it without adding audio, it was kind of bland. Anyway, let's see, properties. Ah, here's the problem. Yeah, while I was testing this map, I had set up different spawns for different areas to test them, so I didn't have to go through the entire thing again. And I disabled this spawn point. Eventually, after I'd finished testing those other areas, I removed those other spawns, but I must have forgot to re-enable this one. And the only reason why I'm spawning at this one, I might not even be spawning at this one. Maybe this is the entry area for the map. If there's no other spawn available, it'll probably spawn you at the entry area. Oof, damn nose. I'd be sick. Shit. This fella got his stories back. Yay! It's things like this that make me think, fuck the police. Go. Yeah, this next part kind of puts me off. Yeah. Some things don't actually spawn until you're out of sight. I haven't figured out how to fix it. Also, this is a single player map. That's the thing that spawns up and locks the store. Yeah. Oh, sure, I said I was going to shut up and play. I'm going to shut up and play. Who else wants some? What the hell is that noise I keep on hearing outside? You usually get to this point and you think, oh, killed most of the noise recently. There's always something.
Complete.
Oh dear. That's not why I said I did. I said I did for completely different reason. That wasn't a secret, by the way. I haven't finished his area. I was planning on sticking a body in. That was the first weapon I think that might have been the first weapon I used at first. Fuck was that? Checking it in. Fuck this. Bad juju now, man. Good thing we didn't go down too far. That's why it's bad juju now. Very bad. Very, very bad. Oh, that's right. I hadn't stuck anything on the other stuff there. Huh. Oh, this fucking thing. I can't remember where what's spawning there. I mean, and by haven't figured out, I mean I haven't bothered to figure out what the hell is spawning there. Probably one of the encounters. Boom. I am out now, fuck. Oh, he's hoping that I'm shotgunning with his That it didn't go over the edge. Both. Oh yeah. Oh, I just realised I used up all that damn ammo. Shit. I think I'm screwed for this next bit. Oh wait, I didn't actually. I think we might be good. I mean, not for this area. I know I used all the shit here. That's not what I'm talking about. Oh wait. But boom, baby. It's a good thing I didn't pick that up. I've been trying, if you haven't noticed, I've been trying to play it and just find. Fantastic. It's too bad you can't have blood decals on the ground. Otherwise I would have done that. Funny story happened with that fella. I'll tell you that after we finish. Oh, there we go, thank God. Might have noticed something about that. I tell you, I'll tell you again later. Fuck, we did screw up. Door's not supposed to fucking lock. Fuck! Yep. I thought I had fixed this goddamn problem. Maybe I should, I knew something like this was gonna fucking happen, man. I swear to God. That was bad. That's this door here. It's this door right here. See, I've got it to lock after it's been opened, but I only meant for me to be the one who's freaking opening it. And this on opening, on opening, when this door's open, it spawns the Revenant. But because I had spawned the custom demon encounter here, they were opening the door, which in turn spawned that thing. I wanted to know the best way to figure out a way around it, but Go and piss me off. Okay. Hopefully we fixed it this time. I don't want to go through all that shit again. You know how many times I have to fucking do that? I may seem like I'm moaning. It's because I am moaning. But damn, I had to go through that shit so many goddamn times. He's hoping it does its thing. Maybe with that other encounter. You know what I'm going to do? We'll return the snap map and I'll explain everything up to that point. Up to the point we screwed up. And then after I've explained everything, I'll show you how I ended it. Too bad I can't add a world timer to this thing, eh? Okay, let's start with over here. Spawn. This here. This. That. All this. Were all part of the original spawning map, which I used it as a base. Of course, then I turned off here. This room here and this room here were in fact two randomly chosen rooms. Yep, two randomly chosen rooms. Anyway, spawn here, spawn the zombies here, kill them. Oh yeah, let me start with the encounters, okay? I've already explained up to this one. Once you end this encounter, you spawn this single imp. Then once that's finished, it actually unlocks this door. And once you go through it, it locks again. That's what this is. See? On, close, when the door shuts, locks the door. It's originally locked to begin with, but it unlocks when you kill the imp. And then here it spawns the 3 soldiers. Spawn here. This next room was my first major thing. Everything up to this point, all the demon encounters, you know what I mean? All of them up to this point were actually done after I'd done this room. Well, beginning of this room. I knew I wanted a gore nest encounter at least once through the map. In fact, I might change the other big area. I mean, it doesn't make sense to have one gore nest here. Oh shit! Look, we're looking at hell. Is that the Titans realm? That is the Titans realm. A single player map, I think. Yeah, there's its big ass head. You jumped down through that in the campaign. I never actually properly had a look at that thing. Anyway, this is where I initially learned how to do all these wirings and networks and shit like that. This is a huge ass mess. Okay, when you enter the room, it starts a lockdown. Let's see, start lockdown. Goes all the way over here to this module. I'm playing into when the player actually gets in the module. I'm entering this place. That's it's needed because that's what actually initiates. I thought they might not actually be needed now. That was originally for something else. Okay, it starts the lockdown. Well, anyway, when you enter, that starts the lockdown. When you finish killing all the doing all the encounters, this thing here ends the lockdown. What these are here for is to lock the door, lock and unlock the door, essentially. Yeah, I'm not very good at explaining shit. Oh, the fellow's chopping down a tree. That's probably what that noise was. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. When you come in the room, the lockdown starts. But the thing is, if the lockdown starts, the force field is erected, and I wanted the doors to stay locked until the end of the lockdown. That's what let's see. Oh, that's what this thing over here is for. See, on playing entered. Start lockdown and lock door. Once you've finished all the encounters, this is the first thing I actually did when I started learning this stuff. When I did this on use, when I first wanted to do this with the gore nest, I got it set to on use, unused, spawn encounter. In turn goes to all the things. All of them. There's about 3 of them in the map. There used to be 4. Yep, 4. 3, I mean. When it says on encounter finish, it sends a counter to this thing. Currently got set to 4. 4. Where's the 4th one? Oh shit, right there. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm thinking about removing one of these. It's too much. Especially for near on first encounter. But yeah, I think I might actually remove the demon encounter. Or at least this one. Yeah. I've been thinking about removing the demon encounter. It's just, yeah, it's a bit too much for the beginning of the room. But let's see, counter. You go nowhere. So let's see. I got to change this counter down to 3. So once the 3 demon encounters end, like you killed all the demons, adds a counter to this, up to 3. That then in turn ends the lockdown, which is what that is. And we open the door, we come to this area. Now, if anybody's watching this and sees, or at least sees the map and thinks it, these two, and think this is a stupid place to put a vending machine and eating place. This, well, might not have, I think it was some part of the module clutter. Is it war? Oh, neither. This is actually, these two are actually part of the map. Anyway, I put the shit here, the small dining area for people to eat. This is a small relaxing area with a few of this. I do intend to stick a body over here to explain the armor and the ammo. Anyway, I'm also thinking about adding a 3rd Hell Knight. Having it connected to these things on end, like, okay. When you come into this room, open the door, it shuts, it locks, does not unlock. This door, and from this door on, mostly, the door's locked behind you. I mainly did that because I found out a few things that actually screwed up. If you got a demon, an encounter demon to spawn on opening a door, if you don't lock the door afterwards, the door will open and spawn more demons. I found that a few times. Anyway, you open the door. Once it closes, so I think it is. Once it closes, it spawns the Hell Knights. Is it Hell Knights? Yeah, Hell Knights spawns 2 of them, one on each side, as you saw. Think about adding a third one here, but instead of it spawning at the same time as these 2 do, spawn it after these 2 encounters are finished. Anyway, once those things die, it's another counter. Unlocks this door, which is base locked. And when you go through this door and open it, you saw the Revenant spawns. I mean, what's this? I've set this door to lock, to shut and lock after this thing has spawned. So if you get up to this thing and you go back towards the door before it shuts and locks, you're screwed. Anyway, this thing is connected to this thing, the Spectre. Originally I just had a normal Demon Spectre standing here, but I was afraid it was causing lag on the map, so I removed it and added a single demon encounter. And I had it to spawn after you kill the Revenant. Yep. I don't actually remember sticking this thing here, or at least not right now. I probably did though, if it's there. Yep. Anyway, this is the first time I actually added elite guard with a weapon. Originally the rocket launcher was in fact here, but originally it was situated just spinning around, doing that spinning around thing. Yeah. Eventually I figured out that you could actually stop the spinning thing because it was actually kind of annoying. And I placed it here next to a dead body. Then the zombies that spawn here, I think it's actually kind of too much. I think I had like 3. Of the demons that spawn here, the zombies, I mean, they're not actually connected to anything other than they spawn here, which is good. Because you might have seen those imps that I was killing on my way back. Anyway, go up here, spawn things. This actually stairway thing was pretty empty. So these things, pipes, shit like that, I put them all there. Spawn spools. There are a few things that I would have loved to stick in this thing, but there just isn't anything for it. Also, I think I made this too high. It's 4 flights of stairs. Well, not 4 flights. That's a flight, I think. It's 4 levels. Goes up 4 stories. Anyway, come in here. Now, in this map, I actually wanted a berserk somewhere. Because I love the berserk. I originally actually had it placed it further back here, but for some reason these I'll explain in demons in the next area took too long to freaking spawn, and it's starting to piss me right the fuck off. So I stuck it closer to the door. Oh, they would take it too long to spawn, and therefore the berserk will end earlier before I could kill in too much demons. So I moved it closer to the door, and I added these corpse things as kind of a, I don't know, a shrine-like thing. Yeah. Originally there was actually a third one over here, but well, during testing I discovered these are solid objects. Oh, that's fucking gruesome. Anyway, I positioned them both like that, sort of kind of like they're reaching for it, hoping to stay alive. Anyway, this fucking thing, this room, which was I think is actually an arena, was a pain in the ass to do. Real pain in the ass to make. Anyway, like, there's at least 7 encounters, I think. Yeah, there's 7 encounters that you have to finish in this area. Most of them are actually revenants. Because I wanted something strong, but not too strong. Not Hell Knight level strong. And in this area, I originally played some, Calco demons, those flying ball things. I originally wanted to add a few up here, a few in this area, with them flying around, but once again I removed them because I was afraid that they were causing unnecessary lag on the map. So, anyway, you come up here, I removed them, and I actually wanted to add a few demons walking along here, like kind of like a background thing. Have them walk around here, along here, and then despawn. Like, but I couldn't get them the spawn encounters to show up here, and it pissed me off big time. Oh, it made me frustrated that I couldn't add a cool background thing because I tried to add it in where is it? That encounter over there. Anyway, there's like 4 here. Oh, this is another thing. Oh, by the way, the reason why this fella here is half inside the wall is because I wanted to give the impression that a demon came in through here. Maybe a Hell Knight or whatever. Come in there, hit him hard enough for him to be smushed into the wall. I would have been more impressive if you could add the blood around it, but you can't. It kind of sucks. And this thing, oh, this is just that fella posed differently. Because there's only one pose. And those elite guards only have one freaking pose. Anyway, I added these few things up here. There's no weapons here. Anyway, I had a few pipes and boxes. Well, I think I did add the boxes. Maybe the boxes are in it. Oh no, yeah, the boxes are over here. A few pipes, and a few boxes, and a few forklifts. This thing. If you're watching this, if you watched me earlier while I was playing, you might have seen me stop and look at this thing. I'll tell you about it. That's not an accident. That's posed there specifically for a reason. Anyway, we spawn, we come down here. I wanted to make the map not really big, but sort of compact and shit and stuff and whatever. And we came down here. This is a green keycard, by the way. It's not. Oh, maybe I should add oh, wrong one. Yeah, that's it. Let's see, world. Which one's actually got it? No, it's not hell props. Maybe it's small props. Nope. No, it's not good. Maybe it's big props. Or large props. Might actually be these other things in there. I'm looking for. Here we go. Glow sticks. Gotta make them, turn them unsolid, so you can walk right through them. Anyway, you'll come down here, and this fella here, I actually originally had the plasma rifle just doing the floating spinny thing over here until I once again discovered the other thing which I ate with the rocket launcher. Then I posed the body, make him seem as if he died here. The rifle in his hands, and I got him, but I actually kind of love that. I love the way that plasma rifle looks. It's like a throwback to Doom 3. You can tell this thing's actually been almost completely influenced by the Doom 3 plasma rifle. Anyway, I had ammo for this because you know you're going to fucking need it. Anyway, I've got, once you do the green card with this, once you pick it up, originally I had it accidentally set to touch it. So, well, you pick it up, it starts spawning things. I think it's a Hell Knight, a Pinky, a Revenant, and that big fat mama, which I think I got over here. The Cyber Mancubus. Anyway, you pick up all that shit. You come all the way up here, killing demons all the freaking way up. All the way up. All the way up. And the door, once you kill the final demon, this door will, of course, unlock. And you go in there, you kill all the way. Then three separate imp encounters along here. Kill them. This is actually a green door. That's why you need the thing. And these are the only three secondary doors you find on the map. And you might notice the names Larry, Phil, Three Stooges. Yeah. When I placed these things here on the map, I was thinking to myself, what the hell is there? What are the three people with three sequels? Yeah, the trio thing that I put of the three Stooges in there. You can't actually see the name in the map. But shit. Anyway. Come up here. Oh, wait. We'll get to it in a bit. And kill those fellas. They're not actually strangers. They can come up to the thing. They're moved around a bit. Doesn't really matter as long as they're there. Anyway, you come in here. Let's see. Come in here. These doors I kept unlocked, no locking on the encounter, except for this one. But that only locks when you pick up the key card. Now you're wondering why I've got a red power core here. It's actually part of the ending. I'm thinking about moving it now since it seems kind of odd to have it in the same place. I might not actually stick it there, I might stick it over here next to the power station that's set for blue power cores. Anyway, another weapon, chain gun. And large health. Once you pick up the blue key card, in fact I think I'll move this right now. Let's see. Gotta find a perfect place for it. Yeah, that might actually be better. And make sure it's still pick up type human use. Okay. Pick up there. Well, anyway, you come through the door. Once you pick up that thing, this door over here locks, spawns the Hell Knight. Just remember saying that I used to kill with the chain gun. Unlocks this door once you kill it, and turns on the portal. And this is where I said the other thing wasn't put. Okay, here is the law I plan to add to the map, which isn't currently in the map right now. Is that, well, now for this fella first. He accidentally went through the portal while it was malfunctioning or not powered properly, or something like that. That's why it's. Anyway, you're wondering why there's a portal pad in here? Well, I intend to say that some stuff was moved around, like what's the medical table doing in an industrial area, and whatever. Like, I think there's 3 rooms like this, 3 storage rooms that I've stuck up like this. Anyway, teleporter fella goes in. He only teleported halfway through, which you saw here. Anyway, you come through here, you teleport here. This is the reason why I had the teleporter. Next, what I'm going to explain to you. It's because I couldn't figure out how to get the door to properly work, and unlock and do that shit for a second time without engaging another lock now, and that just seems repetitive. So I had it to be able for you to teleport here. Anyway, the fella teleport. My theory is he got the reason why he's half in the container, half there, is because this container was actually further forward, and he got teleported halfway, half in, half out, or something like that. Oh, he got chopped in half, is what I'm saying from the teleporter. Which was, what game actually had that? Might have been another Doom game, might have been something else. Anyway, teleport, you go down here, you unlock this door. Oh, well, this door actually was locked when you first came here to get the green key, but it actually unlocks after you go back and end the encounter because it's connected to the counter. See, where is it? See, on encounter, this goes all the way the fuck over here, down here. Unlocks this door. Once this door opens, it spawns another encounter because you saw that. And once it closes again, it automatically locks. Open this door, it spawns the normal Mancubus, the non-cyber one. And originally, like you saw before I deleted, there was an encounter here, but I keep on having that problem. They wouldn't spawn in this general area, they'll spawn in a wider area. I was trying to get on my nerves, but nothing I can do about that. At least I haven't figured out how to do anything about that. Anyway, come up here. Once you opened it, spawn the Revenant. This thing will lock behind you. This is actually another green door. I stuck this green door here for the sole reason that I didn't want any. It was originally over here. Yep. Green door was originally over here. There was a reason why I moved it over here, but I can't seem to remember it right now. Anyway, this is where we essentially got up to. Up to here, before the fucking door lock thing broke. Now, I'm going to play the rest of the level. I'm going to go back, play through everything. Play the rest of the level. Then I'll explain it when I'll explain it when I get there. Be back soon. Okay, this little bit we're starting. We're actually starting the episode again, or the entire map over again, because after I stopped recording last time, I did do what I said I was going to do, modify that door to make sure it doesn't do that thing again, doesn't make it impossible to get through it. But after that, I continued adding to the map, so it's mostly storyline stuff I've added to the map, along with modifying a few other things. But yeah. Now, anyway, we're starting it over. Okay, we come in here. I've changed it so we can have 3 weapons now. I might actually up the ante to max weapons, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Might actually up it to 8, but I'm not sure right now. Anyway, I added the pistol, got rid of the shotgun. Actually added the shotgun in a different spot. Oh, that there, of course, isn't the only terminal I have. There's another one. I mainly did this for essentially add backstory to the area. Oh shit! Oh no! I went and screwed myself. I forgot to get the shotgun. Oh, that sucks. Let me start again. It's a good thing we didn't get almost all the way through. By the way, I added the shotgun to the world in the place where I actually added an inactive shotgun. It was an item instead of a weapon. Just used the weapon model. Let's see. Yeah, I've changed enough about the map that it warrants a new playthrough, as I was saying before. And it is alright. Oof, it's kind of cold. Well, not kind of cold. It's definitely freaking cold here. So cold that after this recording, I'm probably going to go back to bed. I had maybe... Oh, shit. I went to bed a little bit after 12. Well, I went to bed at like 11:30. Went to sleep around 12 something. I was having a hard time actually going to sleep. And, I should stop talking and start playing. Close one, opens another, close another, opens that one, close that one, open that one, close that one. This last one was just a text thing that I hadn't done anything to yet. You know, I'll play through and I'll tell you what I changed about the area. I did it again. Fucking did it again. Shit. I did it fucking again. Oh. God, I can't believe I keep on messing that up. Maybe it's because I don't want to record right now and go. I want to go back to bed, really. Jeep. Oh, that's not a bad thing. Isn't this that bad? I don't want to play that again. I might have something connected to it that... Also, if you read this message board... Oh, I remember why I added that last one. Didn't actually put any writing in it. Oh yeah, these message boards you probably find them all over the place. Some of them actually add background story to what's happened in the area. Gives reasons for some things. There's a few other things I've actually ended up doing. I added but didn't test. Let's see. This is a red herring. Oh my goddamn, oh shit. I was looking at something. I don't think I had much. Yeah, I also added a few characters in this. Another place up like one might have died. Fantastic. Did I ever pick up that armor? Oh no, I went over there and picked up something. I just didn't know. Can't remember, whatever. This is something I've just added recently, so it's not completely flushed out. Oh, then again, not all of them are flushed out. Oh shit! Oh yeah, all I did was this side and then the third one. That's pretty much what I did on this. I mean, other than this thing over here. I had fun to get around to doing this thing. By doing this thing, I mean adding the elite guard there. Is that it? Did I get all of them? Yeah, there's a bunch better. This fucking thing was open. What happens to light fixtures that I added hoping to light in the area? Thank fucking Christ, those are the only things in the area. So I don't want to go through all this shit again. Did I add anything else over here? Nope. Other than... No, I had nothing else here. I think I explained why that thing is inside out. Or halfway in, halfway out. Oh, there was supposed to be an explosion over here. If reading the backstory, well, you'll know what happened here. There's actually a story that happened in this room. Oh, what the fuck do I want? Why these bodies around? Why that fella's dead? Why there happens to be a power core over here impaling some dude into a wall? It also explains why there's a teleporter here. I'll explain some of the backstory later. Fuck! I'm gonna have to come back here and do this shit again. No, I'll stop the recording here, of course. But I swear to God, I've already figured out how to counteract the stupid thing anyway, so I'll see you in a bit. Again. Okay. You're back. Finally. Past the door, first locked door from the first time. Past the second locked door from the second time. And now we're up to the encounter. Green door, whatever. I didn't put a lock on that door. I tried putting a lock on these doors here. Couldn't freaking do it. Fucking two of them. I think I know why. I think it's because I connected it to that door, and because I opened that door twice. There's another one to spawn. And we've got the... You might notice down the bottom we've got an extra key card that I never had before. It's a special key card. Man, it's to the grey storage area in this. Yeah, it's that one. It's come on. It's in here. Goes to that. What's in it? You'll never know, because I'm not actually going to go in that room. Oh, okay, I'll show you. Just a second, I forgot about this one. Police. No, it's a follow. I've conceptualized the background for this, for why the key card was missing, why everything in here. But a few things. This is the power core to the thing where we picked up the root power core. I haven't actually done much on this. I haven't actually added any messages or datapad entries or whatever. But there's a secret in this. Well, this is the secret. Where's that? Oh, there was ammo, armor, health, and yes, you saw correctly, BFG. I'm not going to pick up the BFG, of course. Kind of like how I didn't show where I actually hit the key. Come on, I managed to get out of you before. Dude, if I can get in you, I can get out of you. Oh, don't you fucking do this to me now. Oof. That fucking hazard's not supposed to be enabled yet. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding. Maybe I should have picked up the BFG. Of course, got the spawning connected to the fucking door. Of course, I haven't picked up all the fucking ammo. Goddamn. Shit. Oh, sweet. Fucking A. Let's get that BFG. Of course, it's going to spawn another. It's only supposed to spawn two. That's why I was going to say, well, two and... Oh, this thing here. This is part of the fire thing. Okay. Originally, I've got this set up, or is it supposed to originally be working? This is the sector override control for all the doors. It's supposed to unlock the doors or lock the doors or whatever, all over the facility. Anyway, you're supposed to push this. Creates an explosion, as in if there's a problem with the door. Or like you try to unlock, the door's supposed to be locked. After you come to the switch, the door's supposed to automatically lock. Come in, door locks, reach the enemies. This is to make you think as if you push it, you'll be able to get in. Or you'll be able to get back out through that door. And blah blah blah. Explosion happens, fire shuts up, doors locked. Telling you can't go back. That's essentially it. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure I hit the manual release. No, I didn't hit the manual release. You got to hit the manual release. That unlocks the door. What locks and opens the door. Now, this, I haven't thought about what I was going to put on this. This is essentially the end of the level, as you can tell. That's not supposed to be enabled yet though. Huh. I'll have to correct that. Anyway, this here is why you need the red power core. Insert the power core. It's supposed to unlock this. And you win the map. Now I actually finally be able to go through the entire thing proper. And while we're going through the map, I'll edit exactly what exactly went goddamn wrong. Hell, if I had the BFG from the beginning, I could have gone. The BFG is there as like why the hell did I start in here? Huh. Well, anyway, the BFG. Should I talk about the last bit? You know, while we're talking about it, the BFG could pretty much ace this last battle for you. That's essentially why it's there. And whatnot and shit. And anyway, you're supposed to push the button. This thing here sets off a time. It's supposed to be a delay timer. Go all the way over here. Supposed to activate the hazards, enable the hazards. Of course, for some stupid ass reason, it's supposed to. Well, the fire is supposed to activate a little bit after the explosions happen. This is the largest explosion I saw, except for the large explosion there wasn't more as grand in the Argent thing. And you're supposed to come into this door. It's supposed to lock. Lock. Ah, there's the problem. Got on close. On close. Exit timing. Yep, here's the problem right here. Yeah, let me move this a bit. Lock. Close. There you go. Now the door will lock automatically as well. Of course, I might have to get rid of these fires. Yeah, I think I will get rid of the fires. I might as well get rid of the explosions as well. I'll just have the door lock on your way out and then the error happen. Now, this wasn't the original thing I had set up. Here we go, start a new wall. There we go. Now the thing won't be, you won't actually be able to do the Y when you push Y and activates it. That's what the power core is for. Now let's go all the way the fuck back to the beginning. Anyway, you're supposed to come in here. Yeah, after the little debacle with this door, I did correct the problem at first. And then, well, sorry, I've got much to talk about. I actually kind of want to hurry this up and go to bed. go have another 4 hours sleep. Oh shit. Excuse me for a sec. Let me just stretch for a little bit. Oh, there we go. Anyway, each of these messages serve as a background, of course, for the area. Let's see, this one explains why the door's locked and unlocked for certain times, like how this one's locked initially until you kill the imp, and then it unlocks, and then it locks after again after whatever. This is to explain the key cards. Essentially, yeah. Why the grey card is hidden. Oh, there's some more shit I've got to add to another thing for that, so that storyline isn't actually finished. This explains why there's a BFG and a teleporter in the area. Or stolen. This one explains why there's so many elite guards in the area. Wait. See, this one I originally named them, but this is just an advertisement. It also explains a thing from, well, for another character I've got set up for the map. This one is, this one explains the power cores and power stations and whatnot. And this one's empty. That was originally going for something that I've actually got set up in another area for another spawn. But yeah. This room actually came about when what the hell was it? I wanted a hidden room. Well, I only wanted the hidden room accessible after a certain point, which meant I needed at the time when I created the room, I wasn't sure if you could lock a secret door. I don't think you can or you can't oh shit. You can't, what the fuck am I thinking of? Enable it? Or disable the opening of the door. That's why it's a key door, so. And the reason why the crates are in front of it are for you to actually miss the door. Sure, you might, wait, let me just move this shit first. You might actually miss the door. And well, that's one of the reasons. It also explains why this room is, well, relatively empty. Because the elite guards, when the shit hit the fan before they died, moved all the shit out here so they could at least have a cover thing. That's why it's part of the reason why these things are kind of like this. These are like this is because it implies that a demon came in and smashed his way into the room. And yeah, that's part of why the Hell Knight spawns here. Originally, by the way, originally had this blue power core sitting over here on this thing, but I realized after that what the fuck's it called? But after the first problem trying to record me playing the entire map, this map's maybe, I don't know, 70% finished. Most of what's happened is they add the backstory to the map and fix a few bugs in the doors. Kind of like that bug here that happened with this door. Although, yeah, I think I might do that actually. I don't know, I didn't think about doing it before because it didn't seem to fit the situation, but... You know what I can do to prevent an enemy from spawning again? I spent another hell knife from spawning. Adding a counter to it. And making the counter 1. So when you come in and the door opens or closes? When it opens, we'll spawn it. If the counter go up to 1 or... since the max thing is 1 or just whatever. Anything after that, it won't work. That might actually fix a few other problems too. Yeah, I've done this area. This room was pretty fucking barren for a while. That's why I added the barricades in to suck up some space. Yeah, I think actually the opening... Excuse me. Opening for the thing was here, you go through. You know what, I think I might actually get rid of that pinky demon. I was thinking about doing this before, but... Pinky demon? Please tell me what to say this little pinky demon. Okay, who the hell are you connected to? Oh, he spawns on the pickup. Oh, thank God. Because I'll be honest, I hate the freaking pinky demon. This will allow me to get rid of the encounter. Anyway, I'll come back to the room later. Yeah, the entrance was over there. The victory thing, I think, was... Oh, it's around... Oh, no. It was actually up here. Victory thing was over here, and it was an ordinary room with a activation panel. Then I moved it over here. Then I changed it to an elevator. And if you're wondering why I'm adding all these extra shit, doors, whatever, it's mainly due to the fact that I want to, like, I want to force the player to be careful in each room he enters to search the whole room. That's why, yeah, essentially why I've hidden the key to this thing. Anyway, what else? Reason why this isn't... There's another room that looks exactly like this. But it's got stairs here. I kind of didn't want to switch the area about. I didn't want to switch the map range without having, because I might accidentally get rid of all this shit. It's easy to place there again. I just didn't want to. Being lazy, I just straight up did not want to. This thing, I wish the explosion had been bigger. I might actually add a bigger explosion. But the idea, of course, behind this panel was to trick the player into thinking that, well, to trick a gullible player into thinking that there might be a quicker way out of the room if you activate that thing. Anyway, this is the first, I don't want to say nest encounter because it is technically a nest encounter. It's the only nest encounter, actually. Oh, nasty. Super nasty. On this blah. This is a room that went over quite a few iterations actually. As I was learning. This is where I mostly learned this logic here. And shit like that. I learned a few other things in other areas, but oh. But yeah, you know. Anyway, we came into this thing. This is the fire foundry room. I'm not sure if anybody actually noticed this before. I never actually pointed it out myself. But there are in fact corpses in this fire. Mostly fleshless corpses. And this actually, this isn't fully done, of course. You might notice I actually added a user ID to the thing. User ID John Eames, or John's Eames, M. The M is it's actually Michelle Johns. And I've only got the one message out. Yeah, only the one message. Not much changed here. Pretty sure those zombies actually spawned here before. I haven't. When we were first recording, hadn't changed anything in this room. And after we started recording, early before you saw me get rid of the pinky counter. Now, this idea came about after I initially added the teleporter here. Originally, I'll get further into it once I get back to the thing, but, well, my theory is, my explanation for why this fellow is half stuck and his room is half stuck in the crate is primarily because, well, you can't see into the goddamn crate from the outside, and he's not actually half, it's not half the crate, he's only half here, the other half being in the teleporter. Anyway, the teleporter was further forward and the thing malfunctioned, blah blah blah. Not. I'm gonna have to actually remove these glow sticks because they don't do shit. Yeah, they don't do shit. Anyway, let's head back in this direction. Going through the store. This is Larry, Curly, and Mo. Larry, Mo, and Curly. And what else? Oh. This is how it currently is. This is actually the accumulator explosion. It's a big explosion. Not bad looking either. But this hazard was supposed to be enabled when this door opened. Think about changing it to this door, because this door is actually always open now, but I'm thinking about changing that. Anyway, the explosion is supposed to be, they enter the surviving ticks into this area. They only had the red core. Nasty. They only had the red. God, I'm actually starting to get really tired. I'm about to fall asleep on the chair right now. Anyway, they didn't properly install the core. Well, they grabbed the wrong core, tried to install it here. Ignore the core that's in there. That's a completely different story. There's no actual core in there when you load it up, of course. They try to place the thing. An explosion, an electrical explosion happens. It's enough to kill everybody in the room and eject the core so fast that it impales somebody on a wall. And that's how that shit happens. You know, I think this might have been the first key card I added that. No, I take it back. It's the second, definitely the second. I was going to say added a spawning encounter too, but yeah. Anyway, here's the other half of that guard. It's too bad they didn't have the white files. Or at least someone intact like the elite guards. You know, the elite guard corpse is almost fully intact. Oh, they got the white guard armor on ones. They're not fully intact. They're in pieces. Well, they're less of in pieces and more of in chunks. Well, with chunks blown out of them. Anyway, I've actually got as I said earlier, I've got a partial reason why there's teleporter problem. Why there's a teleporter here. I'll explain it in a bit. Maybe. I actually kinda don't want to. Mainly due to the fact that I want, what's it called? Oh shit, I think I might actually add it here. If you're wondering what I'm adding, talking about the grey key card. I create a platform underneath one of these things and add it there. It actually seems like a good idea. I wouldn't say a better idea, it's just it's not right, it's a so-so idea. Anyway, it's the fucking thing, locks. I'm actually kind of tired, super tired. I'm about to fall asleep on this goddamn chair. Anyway, blah blah blah, killing everything. This isn't very populated other than the something the fat fuck. Fat fella. Oh, I really am about to fall asleep on this chair. I'm also thinking about adding another 2 more demons to this thing. Well, one doesn't seem like enough. Anyway, you come out here. At this point, if you found the grey key card, you can actually do your thing over here. You could grab all your weapons and shit. And when I have in fact finished and uploaded this map, you can see why shit started to happen. And I won't say the whole story I gotta make because I want it to be kind of a surprise. But let's just say it all started with one temple F. F means Franklin. Franklin Temple. Why Franklin? Why that specific name? I could tell you that, of course. I didn't think of Franklin at first. It was actually Frank in my head. Like a person that they bully around and shit. And yeah, to follow the click on or whatever. That's why I thought Frank, because it was the first name that actually came to mind. The name Temple, the name Temple, however, actually comes from red versus blue. It's not the current season or the just finished current season. It's been a while. I only watched up to maybe episode 3 of it, of the current or the most recent season. And he was a bad guy. Anyway, we haven't seen any Barons till now, so there's not much else to say about this, man. And then you kill three Barons. 2 if you want. 2 if you don't use the Gorse gun. Yeah. 3 if you do use the Gorse gun. Because I've got the Baron to spawn if you pick up the Gorse gun. The reason why it's going all the way the fuck over there is because there's some shitty thing going on. Doesn't only happen here, happens in other things. Anyway, you come down here. This is a must why you need the power core, the red power core. Because you're not getting the fuck out without that core. And this is where the locked door situation comes in. Prevent any motherfucker from going all the way the fuck back. Once again, I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open. I'm not joking either. If you really want to go to sleep. You can actually do that after this recording. A royal chuckles I'm going to do. Anyway, I actually came up with a different entry area than this one. I mean, this door here implies you killed everything on the other side of the door, came in and door locked behind you. Which could play on this thing, but I also added a little extra to the map. Like a room extra to imply if you had come from this area, if you woke up in this area. It's over here, of course. It's not actually attached to anything. It's also where you get the pistol. The whatever the hell it's called. My thing is that, well, my theory behind why you're in here is that some newer moved here from Dr. Hayden's private laboratory because people started getting in, hacking into the doors. You were temporarily moved here to a shut room for so Hayden's so Dr. Samuel Hayden's lab security could be upgraded. That's why this isn't physically touched. Originally I had something like this. I had a thing extension here with actually three doors in it with and I had a room over here with a hidden door, and with the other thing going towards an elevator. And I was gonna have a green thing. I might just still do that. Only added that thing because I wanted to come up with a thing for it. Oh shit. And so that's pretty much my map. Of course it's not done. Still got a crap ton of writing to do. And to explain the actions, to further explain why it happens. But I can tell you now, it has to do with user ID, Temple F. This is the end. I'm gonna go have a nap now. Gotta save the map. Save. And imagine I started working on this map last week. And exit editor. Yes, I do wish the exit. I'm going to end the video here. Hope you enjoyed my boring thing because I'm super fucking tired. I want to go far now. And hope to see you in the next one. Ba-da-ba-ba-da, bye.